Hello, you guys. I wanted to just pop in real quick and talk about some trades that I did because it would only be fair if I shared that with you. So here we go. And welcome back, by the way. This is not financial advice, by the way. So, what I did last night, late last night, was I spotted something devious. Yeah, wow. Talk about spotting something. I said, okay, either from here or from here. This is a bullish divergence, exaggerated bullish divergence. And I sold right here. So let's take a look. Um, yeah, I got in right here and maybe a little bit lower. Oh, I got in a little bit before then. And yeah, I got in like right here. And I got out up here. I started getting out up here, so my average anyways, I made 1320. That's what I made, 1320. It was 1900, but I didn't get out at the perfect time. That's okay. So I made up for my loss that I had the day before this thing when I was trying to short. Bad move. And guess what else I missed? I missed the short. Ah. Look at this. This is the short. This is the short I was waiting for. This is typical bearish divergence. Look at how bearish that is. I should have grabbed a short position up here. I'd be doubled. I talked myself out of it. I was like, no. Trying to catch a falling knife upside down or whatever. But you know what I should, well, this could be the Head and Shoulders. I don't know. This could go up and come down and then dump. So it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I was just up here and I was like, do it. And then I was like, don't do it. Don't be irresponsible. But what I should have done was look at the charts and see, that looks like it's pointing down. And that's definitely pointing up. And so now I'm stuck here. I was waiting for a pullback and to get a rejection from that, something kind of like this. It goes up and then comes back down. And I would use that as tops, measuring tops. But I don't think that this is going to come up here. Like, this was the move. This was the move. So lucky for me, I got in here-ish, I believe. Here-ish, maybe. I got in and it took off, but okay, so let's look at larger time frames because this is quite interesting. So we have tops. Let's get rid of this. What? There we go. Oh, I just double clicked on it and it makes it big. That's one way of really inspecting a wave to see what is, if it's about to clip over, you know, cool. Okay. So now how can we make money doing a short? Because I still think that we're going to short. I think that we are going to short. Let's look with a clean chart. And we're on the daily. We're about to get another red dot. Let's go ahead and inspect that. Oh yeah, it looks like it's coming down. It's gonna clip over. Okay, so I mean, if it trades sideways, it'll clip over. Well, it has to come down a little bit, but I mean, if it trades sideways, we'll pretty much clip over there and get that red dot and start moving down. So here's our pump. That's the pump over the past few days, past 2 weeks. And to be honest with you, I'm still looking at that. So I don't expect us to get a dump, like a big short opportunity on the daily. Let's look at like here to here. Bottoms. Okay, well, you can measure from here to here, but that's technically above the 0 line. So if we measure from here to here, that's a better indicator from here to here. And that was a pump. Now let's look at the price action. The price was moving from this point in time right here to this point in time right here. That's not a clear divergence pattern. This is a bullish divergence pattern in the momentum, but on the price action, that's not a typical bullish divergence pattern. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at this and thinking like, this might not be a typical divergence pattern. Well, okay, also on the larger time frames, you get less of these, obviously, because it takes more time for these to form. So you might see a continuation of a momentum wave like this or this. And on the hourly, like the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, you get these, you know, very clear divergence patterns like this. So let's go ahead and take a look at smaller time frames. Let's go to the 12 hour. And here in the 12 hour, we're looking at just a red candle. We're still at the top of this over here. On the momentum waves, if I were to shrink this down to a 6 hour, we might start getting these dipping down below 4 hour. So higher on the 4 hour, this is a higher high. This is a lower low. So this wave is just getting bigger. And the lower low, this technically is not, I don't think that's a bullish divergence. I wonder how. Okay, well, let's just keep an eye out for some patterns. So let's get rid of this. Take a look. Shall we? Together? How are we going? So I was looking for this to come up. This has got to do a lot of work to come back up to here. 232. It's got to do a lot of work. And if we measure from here to there, it's technically bullish, but we used this already from here to here. So I would think that I would need to measure from here to here. in order to get a divergence pattern. And we're looking for upward. If we're measuring the bottoms, we're looking for upward. Okay, now we're going to be measuring the tops. So let's look at the smaller time frames, like the 15-minute. And money flow is going down. Okay. 5-minute. Money flow is going down. 2-minute. Okay, so it does look like the money flow is going down. It's at least settling down. Look at how much it's settled down. So it might trade sideways and creep its way back up over a period of time. So something like this. Okay, and that would give us this right here. That would give us this. And probably just to right here or right here. And then we have what we are referring to as Crypto Week. Where did Crypto Week go? Did I delete Crypto Week? That's July 14th. So right here, vertical. And we will clone $18. Okay. So it's possible we do something like this. But at this point in time, I was like hurrying up. I was at the gym thinking like, oh my goodness, we're gonna be getting one of these bearish divergence on the momentum waves, and well, I was wrong, because this has to come. This can come up and it can go like this and then back down, but price has to come up. Like it could come up like this and back down, like just barely cross over, but the price has to come up. So if it's just in the next few hours, okay, let's do this. So this here is 7 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. So I am in Texas, almost 12 a.m. So 7 hours from now, or 31 bars, 1 day and 7 hours. And price, and price has to get back up to 230. Or at least around there. It's got to get at least around there. Because we have to have a bearish divergence show up. It has to be a bearish divergence. So it either has to be like this, a clear bearish divergence, exaggerated divergence, but I don't know if we get a real... Let me put you on pause real quick. Okay. Okay, we're recording, sorry. Divergence cheat sheet. So we're looking for bearish. We could measure So this is the hidden divergence. Regular divergence, exaggerated. We're looking for an exaggerated divergence. That's what I would like to see. I'd like to see the price come all the way back up to 230. If it's a hidden divergence, then I would be a bit more concerned because that hidden divergence means that the price is going down. Okay, so if price is down here somehow, some way, then we have to get a higher momentum wave than this. So the momentum wave has to go up here. And to be honest with you, I'm not as experienced with hidden divergences, so I don't like them as much. I'd rather a exaggerated divergence with a lower momentum wave, but we shall see. So everyone, take a nap. We've got a few hours, and then we'll come back to this. In the meantime, we're glad that this happened. So realistically, I made $1,000 because I lost, like 300 or 400 or whatever it was. So we're at 7,500 and I took 500 out, bought XRP, and I sent it to my ledger. So so we're doing all right. We're doing all right. It would be nice to get another trade in soon. I like getting into the game and being in the game. Put me in, coach, So that's kind of what I'm trying to get is a trade. Get into a trade because it would just be nice to get into a trade. But we're in the middle of this formation happening, and it would be nice to see like a exaggerated divergence pattern. So this when this momentum wave comes back up, it comes back up. It's not that big. Look at, like, if it was a hidden divergence, this momentum wave would have to top this one. This one is already peaking. Like, how often do we get these massive momentum waves? This one was bigger over here, but I mean, this one is peak. This one is like on steroids. So yeah, let's get a momentum wave that just barely comes over the 0 point and wants to come back down. But it would be nice if this fights for a while, kind of like this right here, and has a higher low, and it comes back up more and more, and the price action doesn't go flat like this, but it goes kind of like this, up and up and up and up, and the price gets right back up to the 230 mark, and then it just shuts down. It just shuts down. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, something kind of like this right here. No, this one right here. I'm too afraid of doing this one. This one's scary. But we'll get to it. We'll do it. I'm sure this opportunity will come, and we'll just have to keep an eye out for these hidden divergences. Anywho's, so I wanted to share that with you guys, and so thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys' time. And we shall continue our deep dive into the Uranus and Gemini transit trilogy that we're working on right now, and speculate as to what may or may not happen in the near future, because there's a lot of geopolitical tensions that are taking place at this point in time, and it's just interesting. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful night, and I plan on seeing you guys again soon. All right, bye.